9 into this 8th. Qualifier number 9 is now canceled. So this will be our final qualifier today. This is qualifier number 8, and here's how they line up from the inside out. 1 is Deadly Delight with Austin Sorey. 2 is Fear the Crush, Bob McClure. 3 is One Last Wish, Paul McDonnell. 4 is Sporty Bee, Todd Ratchford. 5 is Dr. Joe, Trevor Henry. And 6 is Rockin' Bow, John Flanagan. Field of 6 for qualifier number 8. Pacers are lined up. This is now our final qualifier of the day, qualifier number 8. And the rough end pacing and One Last Wish will split out to the early lead. Fear the Crush, the next door neighbor, will follow now into a second. Ahead of the rail starter, Deadly Delight in third. Sporty Bee is going to drop in a fourth. Back to Dr. Joe in fifth. And your early trailer sixth is Rockin' Bow. They'll go to the first turn. They get into single file order, and they will follow the 4-year-old mare, One Last Wish, as it's One Last Wish up top, taking them around the first turn. Second is Fear the Crush. 2 lengths back to Deadly Delight in third. Another couple of lengths to Sporty Bee. Then it's Dr. Joe and Rockin' Bow. 31-1 was the opening quarter. So as they were going into the wind, it'll now be at their tails as they move into the backstretch. And One Last Wish gets a little bit of urging up front, and we'll pick it up here in the second quarter. Fear the Crush is in second. 2 lengths going back to Deadly Delight in third, who is tracked by Sporty Bee in fourth. Then fifth, that is Boston Bound, or I should say fifth, that is Dr. Joe. And up the inside now comes Rockin' Bow. One Last Wish heads up to the midway point and is by the half in a minute even. That was a second quarter paced in 28-4. It's One Last Wish leading it by about 4.5 lengths. In second is Fear the Crush. On the outside, Sporty Bee is now moved up into third. At the inside, fourth now, Deadly Delight goes back a spot. On the outside is Dr. Joe racing in fifth. Just to that one's left is Rockin' Bow. One Last Wish is roaring around the final turn, and now picking it up in second is Fear the Crush. So they go to 3 quarters. One Last Wish is by that marker in 128-1, 28-1 in the third quarter, and they'll spin for home. It's One Last Wish. Fear the Crush in second. Sporty Bee is back in third. Dr. Joe into fourth. Coming through is Rockin' Bow into fifth as Deadly Delight drops back to sixth. One Last Wish still leads it by a couple of lengths. Fear the Crush not getting any closer, it looks, as One Last Wish is going to go all the way. One Last Wish will take qualifier number 8. Fear the Crush finishes in second. Dr. Joe rushing up on the outside will nab third away from Sporty Bee. Then it was Rockin' Bow and Deadly Delight. 157-2 for One Last Wish. And once again, qualifier number 9 is canceled. So with that, that'll end today's qualifying session. Today's qualifier is now complete. Don't forget live.